All right, Michael, just over a week out now. First fight, well, not at middleweight for a while. How's everything going and particularly getting down in weight?
Yeah, man, I'm a professional. Comes down to weight cutting. I'm already 2 kilos out. I'm a small middleweight, so yeah, I'm a junior middleweight, so it's easy. They think they got the advantage of getting me down to 71, but it's probably a disadvantage of them because I'm a lot fitter, stronger, faster. So, um, look, I feel good. Like I said, I'm still eating 4 or 5 meals a day and solid meals and keeping the strength and yeah, I feel good.
So the catch weight was at their request or your request? Would you afford it at super welter?
Yeah, it didn't matter. It didn't matter to me. Like I said, I wanted other fights, but this is the plan that they put in front of me and underneath my nose. And there's only so much I can say and do. And yeah, they said, "Well, would you fight this guy at this weight?" And sure.
How's your, I suppose, training setup going? This camp, obviously, you mentioned last month that Glenn Rushton was part of the team now, and you had Nanita Donaire involved. How's that all been going?
It's been going good. Like I said, we all touch base, frequently throughout the weeks, and we just the Russian's just another pair of eyes and hands in the fight in the corner, and what he thinks he can add and whatnot. And obviously, I talk to Nanito every day, and I've opened up my own gym now, so I've set up a huge little, I wouldn't say huge little, I'll say a good little setup for myself for my camps and whatnot, and yeah, everything's been going good. Sparring's been going well. I'm sharp. I'm always fit. I'm always training, and it's a lifestyle for me. So I don't really have to change too much. Just little things here and there for opponents.
Are you expecting, I suppose, a tense fight week, given you kind of had a bit of a crack at the zoos last month, and Cohen Mazudia had some words for you as well?
No, man, look, I don't really get too worked up in it. Like I just go there. I'm just a character, man. I go there. I say whatever's on my mind. If I like you, you'll know about it, and if I don't like you, you'll know about it. I'm pretty straightforward. But again, man, I'm just bringing a bit of fun to the sport. People are too serious, even like the followers and the boxing critics and whatnot. Like they get too invested in what's actually being said. It's all fun and games, Like at the end of the day, we fight, win, lose or draw. We shake hands, we hug it out. That's just that's the sport, man. Like people just get too serious. But it's gonna be an intense week. I can already feel it from Sunday to Wednesday. It's gonna be intense. I love it.
What did you make of Cohen in particular, saying he thought you quit in Vegas?
I mean, Mazzuti is like I said, we're talking about a guy that come out of a nut house. You know what I mean? So for me, I don't really have too much to say. I don't really care. He's talking about me quitting in Vegas for a world title. Somewhere he'll never see. So it doesn't really matter to me.
And did you hear him say that he said you turned down a fight with him? I think back when you fought Creati.
Yeah, he's delusional. I don't know how for me turning down a fight, they asked me to fight Mizudia amongst seven others, and I picked Creati because I said I needed more time. I only had 2 weeks for that fight, and I said, if I'm fighting guys like, because they offered me like Ben Marnie, they offered me Wade Ryan, who I've already fought before, they offered me Mizudia. I said, look, for these guys, I need more than 2 weeks. And I told Mizudia that because he goes, oh, was I on the list? And I said, yeah, you were on the list, but to fight you, I'd want more time. I'm not taking it on 2 weeks' notice. Not even because I had to fly up to Sydney and do my media and stuff like that. So I only had maybe a week and a half. And I made that quite clear that, um, you know, I'll fight Creati, who's an undefeated fighter who nearly beat Nikita. You know what I mean? So I didn't cherry pick. I just chose a more comfortable opponent in terms of the time limit that I had.
You came out kind of guns blazing last month at that presser up in Brisbane, and some of the media around that, um, particularly when it came to the zoos and Tim. But in Vegas, you guys seemed friendly enough when you were both fighting over there. I guess what changed?
Look, man, I got nothing against the Zeus. They've done nothing to me. I've physically done nothing to them. There's just that competitiveness. He thinks he's the best. I think I'm the best. When we're not fighting each other, man, I wish him all the best. And I do. I support both of them. When we're not fighting each other and we're fighting oppositions overseas and fighting for world titles, I'm in their corner 100%. But when it comes to fighting each other, I have to be, I'm against them because obviously I'm the opponent, So it makes all sense to go full guns blazing, and I'll keep turning up the heat as the fight approaches. But um, you know, there's no physical, animosity towards him or the family. He's their names. It's a legacy name, the Tszyu Costa and the Tszyu name. His dad's an absolute legend in the sport. But take nothing aside, we're both fighters, we're both competitive, we both think we're the best, and we both think we beat one another. So it all comes down to fighting to settle that. So this is what people get obviously confused with. They just think I'm a sook or something, but it's not. I'm just obviously speaking my mind.
What indication have I guess the guys at No Limit and the organisers and stuff given about what might be next? And are you confident that is Nikita Tszyu, providing you both get through your fights next week?
Yeah, look, that's the talk. I don't know how much I can and can't say, but look, there's a 3-5 plan there, and he's one of my opponents.
Last month it seemed like you were almost frustrated with the way that I guess Tim was covered in the media. Would you say that was fair?
When you say covered, what do you mean? As in like,
As in is I think this was around the time that the reports of the Lubin fight falling over came out, and
yeah,
you were
man. Like,
kind of came out and said, you got to look into it a bit more. That's not really what happened.
you know how many people, including Lubin himself, messaged me. I had Charlos. I had like proper people, proper fighters reaching out to me all around the overseas in America. I had promoters, I had trainers, I had everyone saying spot on, because how can one opponent you say, oh, he ran scared, whatever, it happens all the time. Well, every opponent, you know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, the people that he's saying that are running scared from him end up fighting bigger and better names. You know what I mean? Like he said, oh, this guy pulled out, but then he goes and fights Canelo. Then this guy pulls out and he goes and fights. They're fighting proper people. Tzyyu's just sitting there saying, "Oh no, they don't. They've run scared, and other ones run scared," and people are believing this nonsense.
Do you think that Backroom Murtazalayev fight for the IBF will eventuate between himself and Tim?
Who knows? Last at the last fella, I said, who knows? Because he's very quick 12 weeks out to say, yeah, I'll smash him. And then when he gets to 4 or 5 weeks out, oh, another one's run scared. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I generally don't even know what to say anymore, man. Because no matter what I say, people just say, "Oh, Zerafa this and Zerafa that." And I don't know, man. Like he said, I heard him in an interview say that Canelo Alvarez is running scared from him and Crawford. Like, surely people are not like generally off camera, man. Surely people aren't believing this. Surely, I don't know, man. Like, I don't. It's got me stuff.
Changing subject now. What can we expect from your fight with Tommy Brown next week?
Look, man, I'm super mentally like I'm not. I know every fighter says, "Oh, it's the best physically," and man, like I just feel good. I just mentally feel really. That loss, as much as I never wanted it, I needed it. Being at the ring for 16 months and just I got real complacent. I got real repetitive. I got real just morning run and just training and like I just got real chill. And I just kept telling myself, oh, I've done a 16-month camp, and then when I went out there, I just was not prepared. So this fight, I've done everything right. Mentally, I'm in a great place. And anyone that knows boxing, when I'm on, I'm a very hard person to beat. And, 1,000 trainers, Freddie Roach himself said, man, Zerafa, when he's on, beats anybody. And I've really worked hard this camp to get on and get that mind switched on and focused. And I feel good, man. I can't wait to go out there. And I like Tommy Brown. I respect Tommy Brown. He's given back a lot to the sport. He's a tough boy. But yeah, unfortunately, he's just the opponent on the night.
And have you got a call out lined up for us on the mic after the fight?
100%. You'll hear it. Nice and loud. And we'll hear all the boos in there too. We'll get them going.